Alright guys, so Operation Steel Wave released yesterday for you guys, and so today we're going to be talking about Ace mainly, along with the house rework and some other changes to some other operators. So let's start out with Ace. If you don't know what Ace does, go figure that out and I come back here. But I thought Ace was going to be OP coming into this update, right? His gadget seemed to be insanely overpowered compared to the other hard breachers, right? He has the ability to make 3 large holes, right? He doesn't have to be up against them like Thermite. He can be far away like Habana, but he can make bigger holes and more holes, right? So it seems all around like an absolutely beast of an operator, right? But he's not though, right? At least from what I've seen, both on defense and offense, defending against him and attacking with him, he hasn't made these, game-breaking advantages. I've actually never seen him win. That's playing against him or with him, and I believe the main reason for that is he works best with a lot of other hard breachers, right? Because you can go, distract with these ace holes, and then have Maverick or Thermite or Habana go breach somewhere else. Alright, and he hasn't been out for long, maybe, the meta isn't really broken in yet, but that combined with just how slow his things bust open, as you can see here, they're super slow to open, and the defender, I feel, has such the big peak advantage, because simply if I would have just continued to hold this angle as that opened up, they have to cover such a large area, they have to sweep this whole garage, whereas I only have to cover that small little amount. But while we're in garage, let's talk about it. This garage is broken, alright, and I know this is in the Struggl3 matchmaking system, and it's a little bit different as if you were in ranked, the bomb could be in old laundry or in gym, but the garage itself is too easy to defend, right, and I know the whole point of reworking it is to make it better for ranked, but it also needs to work as well for casual, right, and the removal of the one garage door kind of makes it almost impossible, I feel, to win garage on offense. I have not seen, regardless if I was on their team or against them, anybody win attacking garage. It's practically impossible. If you get this back wall, the gym wall reinforced, as well as the garage wall reinforced and bandited or kai'd, muted, whatever your preference is, assuming they don't have a Thatcher or a Maverick, or if you kill their hard breachers, they only have 2 other options to come in the room. It's those 2 doors, and that's it. And you can hold both of those doors very well. And especially this angle right here that I'm holding, you see, is, I think, a little too overpowered, and my trash aim kind of doesn't help proving that, but the problem with that back corner of the room is it gives you too much utility to the exact problem I just said, right? So if you have both those walls blocked off, you can hold both of those doorways from that single spot, and you have so much cover. There's no trap door, like I said, it's just not very friendly for the attackers. Now, I don't hate the house rework, right? I absolutely love upstairs how you have the connector between master bathroom and old construction room, and that's a soft wall that you can shoot into the hallway, which is absolutely great. You can throw a motion sensor out on the stairs and shoot people going up the stairs. I love that wall. But you guys let me know what you think of the house rework in the comments, as well as if you think Ace is overpowered or anything. But something I want to move on to is the motion sensors are a fantastic new gadget, right? I think they're just quiet enough to where they're not overpowered where you can hear them across the whole map, but they're good enough to where you can get easy wall bangs through adjacent rooms. So I think that's a really nice addition to defense. I like that very few operators have them. Maybe even lower the number of operators that have them, because if you have too many, I can see where that will become a problem. But the main thing I want to talk about, something that a lot of people probably aren't talking about, is what I'm going to call the season of Nomad, alright? So Nomad's ability can knock people down, push people through walls, whatever you want to call it, right? Force push ability. And she has 2 what I consider great guns, okay? The AK variant is okay, but I prefer the ARX. And her guns are great, but her biggest weakness was her secondary, right? She had that disgusting 44, I think it was, with that big old scope on it, the same one that they have on the Saw in the game. And I hate that scope. I die at least one sitting a day because of that scope, and I just can't aim with that gun. But they gave her a real pistol, and now she works great. I think she might be one of the better operators on offense now. She has a great gadget. It's good for holding down areas. It's good for, denying roamers and not letting them flank you and all that stuff. Her gun's stable. It does damage. And now she has the pistol for those gunfights where you run out of ammo and you gotta switch to your secondary. And all around, I think she got a very big buff. Now, back to the motion sensors that I want to talk about really quickly. A change that I think might help nerf them if they become a problem in the future is, like most gadgets, you get obviously an audio warning as well as the visual point score pop-up notification, whatever you want to call it, on the side of your screen whenever a proximity alarm goes off, or whenever someone destroys one of your lesions, or steps on a lesion, goes through a KAN, frost trap, whatever. You get that notification on your screen, right? And sometimes when I was using the proximity mine, I would see the notification, but without hearing the alarm. So that might be something that they change in the future. But overall, just for a first day of Steel Wave, it was a good start to the season. It's going good. I like the operators, I like the map, and I think this is going to be a strong one, boys, and I'll see you on the next one.